Hello again. I bought this DVD CD writer on eBay a few days ago and it's arrived, and you may be asking, why the hell do you need one of these for? Especially because it is IDE, very old. It happens to be a Pioneer model and it's a DVR-109, so manufactured back in December 2004. Now the reason why I've got this is I've got a Pioneer DVD recorder which I picked up none working, so I picked it up very cheap, maybe half expecting either the hard disk to work or the DVD drive to work, but unfortunately both of those do not work. So I thought, if I'm going to get further and able to make use of the unit, I need to at least get the DVD drive working so I can put new software onto the hard disk. So this is what I've got, and I have no idea if it works. I'm just going to go and fetch the Pioneer DVD recorder now and show you what I've got there. This is the DVD recorder. I've already taken this apart, so it's missing the flap for the DVD drive here. It happens to be a 530H model. What I like about the Pioneer ones is you can set the format to be PAL or NTSC, and it basically enables you to make copies of things that are NTSC. So I've got some laserdiscs which I'm able to copy to one of these. I have a second machine that is a slightly higher model, and that is one that is working at the moment, but I thought it'd be great to just get a second one as a backup, and also it will enable me to make copies from a video recorder that's playing back NTSC tapes but to a PAL TV. So let's take the cover off this. As you can see, I've already been in here, so sort of checking everything over, make sure that it was worth having a go. So this is the original drive which is not working, so I'm going to have to swap this out. This isn't working either, so I did clean the laser pickup here, didn't make any difference, and it looks like it's kind of starting to read the disc, but it just struggles to make that initial lock onto the disc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this out, and hopefully I can swap the PCB that's in the bottom of this one with the one that I've just got online. So I shall take this apart and have a look. So they look fairly similar on the bottoms. This one here, which has the standard IDE connection, it's got a bit more metal here, so and I'm hoping I can just take this over and put it onto here. Let's see. Oh, there's a screw. I should have spotted. Always a clip, there's always something holding it. Okay, so on closer inspection, hopefully there's not too much of a difference. So the front board on the original one has got the same number as this one. There's a difference on the pickup. That one says 1208A, this one 1209A, but I'm hoping that it's only going to be something minor. Well, it's not the pickup actually, I do apologise, it's the drive for the spinning of the disc, so that is a different one, but the ribbon cables all look identical. Okay, so the main thing now is to take this out and swap it with this one. So put the board in, This one was a little bit trickier. I just used like a plastic tool here just to help me ease this in. So what I need to do is put the original one on, and this is for the one that was in the player, recorder I should say. So I've just turned this on. I have no idea if this is going to do very much. The drive might be too different to the original drive. So what I'm hoping is I can at least read the disc, because that would be something. Hopefully it's independent of the of what the hard disk is doing. So it says load. There's also the chance that the PCB was no good on the original disk. So the original drive might have worked if it hadn't been for, say, the PCB on it. So we will only know if it loads. So I've replaced the DVD writer, and that seems to be playing now, a DVD. One thing that it didn't do with the original disc in, okay, is it wouldn't read the DVD. So I'm starting to think now that maybe there was nothing wrong with the DVD writer whatsoever, and what might have been stopping the whole machine from booting up properly might have been the fact that the disc was too damaged. So what I've done is I've put a good used one in here, which is slightly higher space, but I don't think it particularly matters, and that seems to have registered something, even though it's saying that the drive info is incorrect, but it is allowing the DVD to play, as you can see. So what I'm going to try to do next is to load up a firmware disk into here and reset the hard disk, and hopefully that will be the end of the story. So let's give that a go. So to do the next part, I've made myself some instructions. So these map to this 1-for-all remote, an Excite, which you can program independently of the original website, so they're quite handy. So it's basically acting like a service remote. And then I have a disc here which should be exactly what I need for this player, for this 520. So well, 530 I should say. The instructions say 520, but I'm sure that they're the same. So let's try this. So pressing escape and stereo brings up this identifier, so I need to make a note of this number. Okay, so I've just cleared that. Now I need to press this again. So follow my instructions. So it's now asking me to put the data disk in, which I'm going to do now. So this is a GGV1256 that I'm using for this 530 Pioneer DVD recorder. So it says on here ROM write OK. So let's just see if that's true. It's still saying the hard disk info is incorrect, so probably have to do it a second time. So in the end I have this working. I just put a 160GB disk in the end. I kept seeing hard disk info errors, but I thought that was to do with the serial number, but it wasn't. It was the fact that it hadn't been optimized. So when you optimize the disk in the menu, it seems to do a quick format of it. So just to show you, I've recorded a blank program here. So yeah, it's now been fixed. So this is a fix for the Pioneer DVD recorder. I don't know whether or not I did need a new DVD drive. I'm going to leave the one that I've got in here for now anyway, and keep the other bits for parts. So I think that's probably the best thing to do for now. So the actual disc I've got in here is a disc from an old Panasonic DVD recorder. So this is a 160GB that was already set up properly, and it's got the cable select as well. I don't know how important it is to have it on cable select, but that's what the original disc had as well. So yeah, all looking reasonable. So the next test will be whether or not I can make a copy to the DVD. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this has helped somewhat, and it just shows that you can get some of these Pioneer multi-format players working quite easily, as long as you've got access to the required parts and